Question 12. Poetry in classical Nahuatl, the language of the Aztec Empire, relies on difrasismo, or a parallel noun construction that conventionally operates as a single metaphor. For example, the common difrasismo in cuauhtli in ocelotl, literally the eagle, the jaguar, signifies warrior. The device's function is both formal, providing structure to lines of verse, and ritual. Semantic relations among the two nouns and the concept they signify can be tenuous, as in the previous example, such that difrasismos are often only intelligible according to the conceptual associations observed in Aztec ceremonial culture. Which statement about the difrasismo in cuauhtli in ocelotl is most strongly supported by the text? Its metaphorical significance derives from the semantic equivalency of the two nouns constituting the difrasismo. Its unintelligibility may cause its formal function within a line of verse to go unnoticed by present-day readers. Its apparent obscurity can be resolved when considered in the proper cultural context. Its frequency in classical Nahuatl poetry confirms its intelligibility to the Aztec audience.
So in question 12, we are talking about difrasismo, which is also called as a parallel noun construction. And conventionally, it operates as a single metaphor. And they've given an example in cuauhtli in ocelotl. So literally, what does this mean? It means the eagle, the jaguar. Literally, it means the eagle, the jaguar, but the actual significance and what they are trying to say is actually a warrior. So how we will understand if it is telling eagle and jaguar, but it means warrior. So the device's function is both formal, that is providing structure to lines of verse, and ritual. Semantic relations among the two nouns and the concept they signify can be tenuous. So they are only intelligible according to the conceptual associations observed in the Aztec ceremonial culture. So we can only understand difrasismo or parallel noun construction, which are actually metaphors, if we understand the Aztec ceremonial culture as well. So which should we choose? So if you said C, well done. That is the correct answer. Choice C is the best answer because it presents a statement about the difrasismo in cuauhtli in ocelotl that is directly supported by the text. The text begins by describing difrasismo, a device used in classical Nahuatl poetry. The text then mentions the device's two functions, a formal one giving structure to lines of verse and a ritualistic one. The text indicates that the relation between the words in a difrasismo may appear tenuous without the additional information supplied by Aztec ceremonial culture, but that the meaning becomes intelligible in the context of that information. Therefore, the difrasismos' apparent obscurity can be resolved when considered in the proper cultural context. Choice A is incorrect because the text doesn't indicate that the two nouns used in a difrasismo are semantically equivalent. Instead, the text indicates that the two nouns used in a difrasismo make up a single metaphor whose meaning is often intelligible only in the context of information supplied by Aztec ceremonial culture. Choice B is incorrect because the text doesn't indicate that there's a relationship between the formal function of the difrasismo and the difrasismos' intelligibility. Additionally, the text suggests that present-day readers who are familiar with Aztec ceremonial culture wouldn't find the difrasismo to be unintelligible. Choice D is incorrect because the text doesn't indicate that the frequency of difrasismos use in classical Nahuatl is a necessary feature of intelligibility. The text indicates that an infrequently used difrasismo would presumably also be intelligible to members of Aztec audience who are sufficiently familiar with Aztec ceremonial culture.